them. And it's the 3-second rule, right? And then if you got mustard on the carpet, no worries. Ferris nuts coming up in individual packages. I'm so excited about this and so much more. But we're gonna bring in our friend Kenzie again, but it's already been popular. And we've sold 149 to our customers at home, and we've sold one to our customer, Kenzie, at QVC. That is Caroline, our producer.
Caroline.
I'm telling you, Caroline for the win today with the red, white, and blue slushie. And by the way,
It was gorgeous.
You rocked with your slushie, girl, right, Tony? We've had like, what, 500 ordered, I think, in the show? I don't know, I'm sorry. There's 9,000 things in the show. We've had 700 slushies gone in the show. If it's in your cart, click checkout. But Kenzie, I got to tell you a story. I was in a meeting with your food electronics buyer, kitchen electronics buyer here at QVC, I should say, and she sold the you-know-what out of this to the point where I was like, wait, I have to buy it. And Kenzie, full disclosure, I am, and we have been since 2020 when we all got to be back home together for a long time, Ninja air fryer fan. I have my original that I bought in the late spring of 2020. Mm-hmm. We still use it almost every single day. When we're all home alone, we might use it for 4 different things. In fact, my kids just say pizza in a Ninja is the best way to reheat it. But this is amazing. Yeah. I don't need an upgrade because mine's going strong, but I want an upgrade, but I've got an update for everybody. If you want this, we've already sold 150. And there's only 850 left. We do have it in this one beautiful sort of deep anthracite gray color. But Kenzie, I'd love you to take us through this, and it's probably not gonna last the show because it sold out the last couple times it was in the kitchen with David. That's why.
Yeah. It's sold out, and exactly what you're saying, Jane, because it is revolutionary technology. Of course, Ninja is known for our air fry technology, but we're taking it a step further by giving you this glass cooking vessel. And not just one, you're getting 2. You're getting the 4-quart and the 6-cup so that you can take it with you if you wanted to. Think about you were saying, taking your lunch to work instead of having to buy your lunch. Why not take it in a glass vessel with your crispy top and reheat? A perfect way to get all of your favorite foods. I love that it can go straight from the 4-quart. I've got 2 pounds of fries here. And then with this adapter pod, you can switch from the 4-quart to the 6-cup, and it's going to work for all of your air fryer needs. So I've got 2 pounds of tater tots in here, my favorite thing to air fry, my kids' favorite things to air fry. But you can do your meals as well. Think about your chicken, your wings, a full chicken. If you wanted to do like a rotisserie style, you could fit a full 6-pound chicken in here, but it's all done in glass. So that means 1, easy to clean and toss it in the dishwasher, but 2, it's also that non-toxic because you're not cooking in metal or that non-stick coating that you never know what is actually in it.
Well, that's what Caroline was saying earlier. She's like, I've been waiting for this, and she's always here within the kitchen with David. I mean, my daughter and I were talking about a place she went for wings in Manhattan, and she was like, oh, they were so good. And I'm like, were they crispy? Wait, wing down. We're not going to lose a wing in this presentation, I promise. And she was like, oh my gosh, they were crispy. There's nothing worse than a wing that is not crispy. I'm at like a dozen right here. I'm keeping going. If you would love to do wings for your next barbecue, but you find that they're really kind of impossible to do and they're not fun on the grill at all, like look at this moment. And then think about fast forward, and hopefully everybody in Philly will be wearing green when we come to the big game, and you want to do your wings for that party. I mean, look at this. This is fabulous. I'm not even done yet. I mean, yum.
It fits so much food. That's 4 quarts of cooking capacity. That's probably about 8 pounds of wings, over 2 pounds of fries. Think about how much you could fit in here. And you know what else? I see you serving it out onto a cutting board, but if you wanted to, it's a beautiful glass vessel. Just take the whole thing, bring it to the, I don't know, the coffee table, and you can have your dips. There you've got, I think, the buffalo chicken dip.
Which I just mentioned is kind of my daughter's like signature. So how beautiful is this? It was so cool because when we were in the meeting and this was being demonstrated, When you see something being demonstrated by someone who loves it and uses it, you know that you are just literally in the midst of someone that is like, oh my gosh, it's like the best thing ever. And I think it's the 2 glass dishes that you get. I think it's the fact that these are so easy to clean. I think it's the fact that it looks really great on the countertop, but it's so much smaller than even the Ninja that I have, which has the same capacity. And it's a 4-in-1. So sold out last time in the Kitchen with David. We're down to about 700 and we're getting busy. We started with 1,000. I just wanted to quote some of your customers that I wrote down my love, because it is customer top rated. It is shipping for free. So you're saving $34.24. The shipping is $15 and change. We're taking a look at that saving right now, not just $15.22, but a full savings, because it's normally $179 at QVC. When you purchase all this separately, you're saving $34.24. Maybe you got the Rastelli's beautiful chicken breasts, right? Maybe you've decided, look at this. And then, you know, so many times you got to get out 3 different vessels and you got to figure out how you're going to cook it. I mean, there's nothing better than cubed potatoes with a lot of seasoning and a little chicken breast. And you've got this beautiful dinner coming your way in one fell swoop. That's what we love. There are,
look at that.
Wait for
and
it.
you could take it to go the next day. You could put it into the
absolutely.
smaller one, right after you're done cooking, and you've got something to go and reheat the next day. Because this is not only a glass air fryer, it's also basically your glass reusable container.
Yes.
And I should mention, anywhere you have an outlet, now you have an air fryer, right? Because this could be portable. You could take it to the office. You could leave one at the office. Take it to a campsite this summer if you wanted to. There's so many different places. It's not just the air fryer limited to your kitchen anymore. Look at that. This is a reheated, if you will, meal.
Right. And even like it's an air fryer for one, but it's also an air fryer for many. So if you live alone, I often think about my dad, but then the family would come over in the summertime. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Real quick update. It's customer top rated. There are 359 5-star reviews. Can I just say that again? With 500 left, and we are getting into a bell-ringing red alert on the Starship Enterprise moment, because half our quantity's gone. So we're doing the red alert. We're letting everybody know, stations please, Captain Kirk, because we're down to 500, which is half our quantity. 359 5-star reviews. So, Kenzie, some of the things that people said was, I use every day. Someone wrote, the best, all capitals. Somebody wrote, great buy. And, you know, I know along with the Rastelli's burgers, I always talk about what my husband does, because he's home alone a lot at night, because I work a lot of evenings at QVC. He'll get the little chicken tenders from QVC. He'll get his French fries. I mean, there is nothing like. The French fries have been revolutionized by the air fryer. And I guess you would even brag on you guys too. Air frying is just such a smarter, better way of cooking, isn't it, Kenzie?
Yes. 75% less fat when you air fry, so you're able to get all of that flavor, all of that crisp, and all of that deliciousness without all of the guilt. And Jane, this is my favorite hack. If you are still making your bacon on the stove, you are doing it wrong. I make my bacon in the crispy because it is so easy to clean. It doesn't leave a mess all over. It's all contained. And then all the oil is trapped underneath here at the bottom. So I get uber crispy and delicious bacon. I just kind of cut it up and then I toss it as it goes. And now I'm making a loaded tater tot because I had my delicious golden brown and crispy tots. You've got the golden brown and delicious fries. But then because it's glass, you can do things you'd never think to do in a drawer air fryer. I topped it with a ton of cheese. I added the bacon and the sour cream. And again, you can serve straight from this, or you can serve it onto a platter like you're doing. But I guarantee you, this is not only going to improve the way you're air frying, it's going to unlock even more creativity and fun in your house. And I'll tell you what, my kids absolutely love when they hear the crispy happy beep go off. I don't know if you just heard that.
It is a happy beep.
It is like
really
they come running. Okay, they come running. They know something good is coming out. And I just did some little English muffins with cheese and pepperoni to do like a little pizza, little mini pizza. It's in here.
And look what your
That's
great
lunch,
food
by the way,
stylist
for the
did.
kids.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
upstairs, but they're going to come down and eat this.
Okay, this is a beautiful French toast stick in the air fryer, which is amazing. Okay, all we need is Kenzie's bacon, right? That she just made in her air fryer. And, you know, there's breakfast, easy for me to say, lunch, dinner, snacks. And when we call it a 4-1, it means it can mask crisp, it can bake, it can air fry, and it can re-crisp something, which is so smart. So we've done breakfast, we've done a snack, we've done 2 beautiful dinners, we've done a party. But what we can't do is get more of these in stock. So we started with 1,000. We have 175 left. It sells out every time it's on In the Kitchen with David. I also want to say it's really cool. Oh, thanks, Dan. It's still, who's upstairs? Is it Dan? Pete, sorry, Pete. Here are the controls. So that's how you see. You can go through and you can, oh, I had to come over here and be difficult. It's like, okay, Jane's filling in today and asking everybody to do special things. Thanks, buddy. That's where you can max crisp if you really want that. You do your air frying, you do the re-crisping, and you can do baking. So if you get the David's Cookies little, oh, look at that, look at that. Did you make s'mores?
I made s'mores dip because you didn't mention dessert, so I said I need to make sure we do dessert. So this is a s'mores dip. So I just did chocolate on the bottom, and then we did the little mini marshmallows on top, and look at that.
Okay.
So good. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, snacks, it's all here.
If only you lived closer, Kenzie, I'd be there in a heartbeat because that did it. And remember, you're getting both. So this is what you're getting. You're getting the 6-cup version. You don't have to decide about, gee, do I want a smaller air fryer? Do I want a bigger air fryer? You're getting both. You're also getting the big 4-quart, and it's in that glassware. So if you don't like to have the nonstick in your life and in your home, you don't have to. But we started with 1,000. Fewer than 100 to go around. And if it's in your cart, click checkout. Now, today's a big weekend, Kenzie. As you know, it's our big 4th of July celebration.
Yep.
So today, everything on air and online is on 5 easy payments. So you're gonna bring this home for only $32 a month, but you're also saving over $15 on shipping and handling. It's not always free, it is today. That means a $34.24 savings over our QVC price with almost 365-star reviews. It has sold out over and over again. Of course it is, you named it, customer top rated. And now we have final quantities. We will be probably seeing a sold out sign. And we're not even halfway through In the Kitchen with David. Thanks, Kenzie. Can't wait to come over for s'mores dip.
Thank you.
Okay, in our first hour, over 700 of the slushie makers have been ordered in this show. I mean, I don't know how you're not going to buy this and bring it home. I mean, I know Chris Campanelli's going to get one and invite me over for frosé. And congratulations, the Crispy did sell out. Enjoy. All right, if you're disappointed there, go back and get the Ninja slushie. That is maybe one of my favorite kitchen electronics I've ever sold. That is so cool.
And now we know that you like frosé.
I do like frosé. I'm trying to talk my friends into a frosé